My dad worked here. When I saw what he did, it was just making stuff, and that's what I like to do. When I first started here, it was just metal, wood, leather. Now it's fiberglass, carbon fiber, microprocessors.
I qualified at uni in prosthetic effects, making effects for film, and then I went on to work for a robotics company doing silicone hands and faces. I much prefer working here. It's definitely more rewarding because you're working with a patient, and obviously they need it more than we necessarily need films. I like the beginning of the week knowing that we're going to have a certain patient in and how we're going to help them.
Sometimes limbs are straightforward to build, sometimes they're a lot more challenging. This person wants it to be flexible in the toe, but rigid in the heel. We've made one and it works, probably 95%, but we're just looking for that last 5%.
But we have a lot of people coming in who really like the look of carbon fibre.
They're using it as part of their identity to express themselves.
Someone who's lost a leg is a patient for always. Repairs and rebuilds, we stick with our patients all the way. Certain patients like certain things. If it makes them want to wear the leg more, brilliant. If I've met the person and I've discussed with them what they want, then I'll be thinking about that as I'm making it. This is a socket for someone to adjust when they play sport.
A lot of the guys worked here for 30 odd years and they know their job back to front. It's a real nice range of talent that we have.
I've done work for a fashion designer called Alexander McQueen. Not something that you would wear out on the high street, a bit bondagey, some of it. To make the shapes that he wanted, we had to use this very specific leather technique. We mould it over plaster casts. He gave me these moulds of women, and I made these odd shapes and bodices over the top of them. I would never have left this to go and do that. They're just too kooky, the people.
This patient is bilateral, so he only has one stump on one side, but he doesn't really have a lot on this side. So it has to be very specific. It has to sit very specifically on him, and that's why we need to, tighten and untighten things. And that's why we have all these systems, so that we can make it as easy as possible to work it with jolting. I actually see this man every morning walking through the park on my way to work.
At the end of the day, you've got something that you've made, it's going to do some good, and it's for someone.